Hey, shalom, Makim shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. I would like to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that's what teaching this truth. And as always, much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with 144,000, all the way down to the large multitude that believes, and who the Lord will deliver in these last days. To you all I say shalom. I'm the brother Tazamar from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, coming back today with another lesson. And I pray this lesson will be edifying to the elect and to the point. I want to do a lesson on this article that you see here on the screen. All right, this is from ArmstrongEconomics.com. All right, it says Vietnam erases 86 million bank accounts. All right, Vietnam erases 86 million bank accounts. The Great Reset is in motion. All right, the Great Reset in motion is, and if you know, beginning with the apostles here at Great Millstone, all on down, the bishops and elders on down. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, we have been warning and constantly blowing the trumpet, showing you and letting you know that Esau Edom, all right, the Esau Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, all right, and which controls this beast system, all right, it's a beast system. Now America is the whore that rides upon the beast, but it's a beast system. With this beast system, what they want to do is they want to make everything digital. Okay, so just imagine, you waking up in the morning time, or you go to sleep one day and you have a bank account, you have money in your bank account, whatever the case may be, and then here it is, you wake up the next day and you don't have any money in your bank account. Your bank account is either completely deleted or it's frozen. All right, just imagine how people will react. All right, to seeing that. And that's going to happen. That's going to also happen here in the Americas too, man. Okay, the whole digital ID system that's being set up, whereas they want to track, trace, and monitor you. They want to track, trace, and monitor you through your biological data. Ultimately, that's going to lead to the Motb, the RFID microchip. All right, the mark of the beast, which is going to be embedded inside of you, as the scripture says in Revelation 13. Okay. This is posted September 9, 2025. All right, it says Vietnam. All right, inside Joe. It says Vietnam has erased and or frozen 86 million unverified bank accounts as the nation surrenders to the globalist Great Reset. Now, what does it mean to have an unverified bank account? I'm in banking, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to having a unverified bank account, that means any kind of account that cannot be set up with any kind of quote unquote facial recognition, or pretty much your biometrics, that's considered unverified. Whether or not you got to use your face to unlock your bank account, or your fingerprint on your phone to unlock it, that could be considered a unverified bank account. Okay, it says anyone wishing to function in society must surrender their biometric data to maintain a bank account. It says anyone wishing to function. That's why the scripture says that he causeth all. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their forehead, and that no man may buy or sell save he that had the mark. Now, I'm not saying that the digital ID is the Motb itself, but we understand and know that the digital ID that's being rolled out is the precursor to the mark of the beast. It's one step closer. Okay, remember the scripture says in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Let's get it real quick. That at the end it shall speak and not lie. Okay, man, we right here at the door, man. We could definitely be seeing the Motb being rolled out within the next months, man. Within the next months to a year. I believe that. As Apostle Tahar been saying as of lately, man, we're months away. All right, from this thing going down, man, and Yahweh Shai Mashiach returning, man, months away. Okay, and when I say months away, I ain't talking about Yahweh Shai gonna return next month, October 1st, 2025. No. Okay, we understand and know that there's more prophecies that have to come to pass, but this is the major prophecy, one of the major prophecies that we're looking to come to pass, showing forth that we're here. Okay. Habakkuk 2, all right, I started verse 2. It says, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Let's read this in the NLT. Then Yahweh said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets so that a runner can carry the correct message to others, man. And that's the thing, man. You got to have the correct message. While these other camps can tell you what the Motb ain't, here at Great Millstone, we're letting you know what the Motb is. Whether they hear or whether they forbear, man. Remember the scripture says, diminish not a word. Okay? It says back in the KJV verse 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. You see that? And the vision is speaking clearly, man. We here. You have civil unrest getting ready to break loose here in America. You know? You have the least of the flock drawn. You got the least of the flock drawing them out over there in Western Asia. Okay? They like to call it the Middle East, but it's really Western Asia. Okay? You have Russia, Gog, Magog. You know, you have Russia in the mix. You have Russia in the mix, as it says in Revelation, the 20th chapter, at pretty much at odds with America. You know, you got these particular NATO nations that are pretty much that are on in line with America right now. America's in turmoil. It's a kingdom divided that can't stand. You have all these various different things that are going on, man. And lo and behold, you have this digital system being set up right before your face. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And this is just, once again, this is a prelude. This is a precursor. 86 million unverified bank accounts either closed or frozen. You see? And what do you think, man? People are going to be, that's going to cause people to be forced to their knees to accept this new system. Think about that. 86 million people, 86 million bank accounts that you don't got no access to. That's gonna cause people to submit to the system, man. I gotta eat. You know? I gotta make sure that I have money in my account to be able to function. Cause it was suddenly. It was suddenly. Okay? And I got a little video I'm gonna play that I found online just to further verify the proof that I found. Salakia. I'm not gonna read this whole thing. Lord willing, I'm gonna put I'll put the article in the description box. It says the State Bank of Vietnam, SBV, claims that the measure was a system cleanup aimed at preventing fraud. You see, and that's how they're gonna bring forth the Motb. They're gonna bring it forth as if this is something that's gonna help be more secure for you. You see? That's what it's going to be aimed at. You see? But eventually it's going to be in your skin. Okay? It says, in actuality, the measure is one step closer toward a national ID system that enables the government to control its citizens' every move. You see that? Because that's ultimately what it boils down to, is control. All right? Let's jump down here. Actually, let's see. It says, this is a data cleansing revolution, said Pham An Tuan, director of the payment department. While the total number of bank accounts remains 200 million, so there's still 200, but 86 million is still a lot though. While the total number of bank accounts remains 200 million, by September 2025, which we're in, once the legal framework is complete, all accounts without biometric data will be closed to prevent scams and fraud. After 7 years of promoting non-cash payments, we are moving toward real efficiency, and they're moving fast with it, man. You see, Vietnam recently implemented a nationwide digital EID system called VNID that requires both citizens and foreign residents to surrender to the matrix and permit the government to store their personal information in a centralized database. That's what they want. They want everybody's information in the cloud. They want everybody's information in the cloud so that they can have access to they can have access to your social security number. You can have access to your bank account, your health records, you know, your social credit score, your CO2 footprint, all these various different things. You see, but what do they want? They want it in you. They physically want it inside of you. It says fingerprints, facial biometric data, photographs, passports, nationality, criminal records, and even that's weird. It says criminal records and even medical records will be stored in the government database. Participation is not optional. You see that? Participation is not optional. He causeth all. He causeth all, man. You see? We here, man. Hey, man, Akim, we are here. All right, now this is the video that I found. This is from Integrity Legal Thailand. It says, correction, 86 million bank accounts closed in Vietnam. And I'm going to start at like the 1 minute mark. Because this guy that you see on the screen, he is a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? That you can watch the video too. This is from Integrity Legal Thailand. It's 7 days ago. But it was a correction because he initially said 86,000. He had to stand corrected. And that's when he found out it was really 86 million. All right, so I'm going to play it. Fair use, by the way. Fair use.
It just did not click. That said, I was corrected, and thank you very much to the commenter on our channel for correcting me in the comments, quoting directly. Thank you, I agree with most of your conclusions, but 86,000 or 86 million accounts to be closed, it makes a huge difference. Maybe the Vietnamese news I read was wrong. And then they go on to quote, AI confirms 86 million, quote, in September 2025, Vietnam State Bank, SBV, initiated the closure of over 86 million inactive or unverified bank accounts. And so it's important to point that out. Inactive or unverified. So what does that mean? Is that like over here where everybody's had to run in and align their banking to their SIM card and do all this facial recognition or whatever? Inactive or unverified bank accounts is part of a biometric authentication drive to combat.
Boom, you see that? That's exactly what I said. Unverified banking is what? Your biometrics. If your bank account in Vietnam, I just had Forrest Gump on my mind every time I hear that word or that name. But if you have an unverified bank account in Vietnam, an unverified bank account goes into your biometrics. Okay? The measure of your body, whether it be your fingerprint, whether it be your whether it be your facial recognition, all these various different things.
At fraud and cybercrime. This affects accounts lacking biometric data, e.g. fingerprints or facial recognition. Again, where did this come from that it became a presumption you have to give fingerprints and facial recognition just to use a bank? And bear in mind, we're the customers of these banks, okay? Very communistic here. And, Vietnam, it's a communist country. Quoting further, or those...
And that's the thing. These customers, they don't have... We read it. It's not optional. It ain't optional to say, well, you know what? As it says, participation is not optional. This is what you're going to do. Either A, you're going to get down with the system, or B, you ain't going to have no access to your bread. You ain't going to have no access to your money. And what are most people going to do? What are most people going to do? Most people are going to feed into the system. That's what most people are going to do. You see? I'm going to play a little bit more of this.
Frozen for long periods. Out of approximately 200 million total registered accounts, this cleanup leaves around 113 million active individual accounts and over 711,000 organizational ones. The process began on September 1, 2025, and is carried out by commercial banks, marking a significant, quote, data cleansing revolution, unquote. Wow. The phraseology in this stuff is just profound. To enhance digital transaction security, 3 sources. The figure is 86 million, not 86,000, aligning with Vietnam's push for OECD compliance and non-cash payment reforms. Yet another reason I am truly hopeful under this incoming government, under Mr. Anutin, that this is at least reviewed again, because
this is where it's going. Okay? This is where it's going, man. Everything is going digital, man. You see? Everything is going digital. And it's going to be here. It's going to be here in the Americas as well, too. Okay? So, once again, Lord willing, I'm going to put this information in the description box. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect. Once again, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone that taught us his truth and also teaching his truth. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Until next time, Lord willing, I say shalom, man. We here, Akim. Hey, we are close. We close, man. All right. Shalom.